the Microtubes 500 V2 from Darkglass Electronics. And it's Darkglass's Terminator 2, Darkglass's Bad Boy 2, Darkglass's Empire Strikes Back for their 500 watt line of their beautiful Microtubes amplifiers. And it's the tried and true, powerful, versatile, and just overall just insanely beautiful bass tone you come to expect from the Microtubes line, but with a few extra features now, like onboard compression, 6-band graphic EQ, as well as cab sim as well. And of course, my favorite part personally, it's in this bad-ass black finish. So before we get started, and for the sake of transparency, I will say that this video is sponsored by Darkglass. And if you've watched any of my videos before, and if you know me, I'm a huge Darkglass fanboy. And on top of that, I've worked with them for years. I've gotten to know the team very well. And I'm also one of their endorsed artists. So, yeah, while I am biased, I am honest too. Darkglass just sent me this amp with the expectation of me making a video. They didn't tell me to say anything. They want my honest opinion, and that's all I'm gonna give as usual. So yeah, let's go. And so with this video, we're really just gonna focus on those new features. For all the original features of the original 500, you can go ahead and go to my video over it as well. But really, I just wanted to really focus on the sounds out of this amp and the new features. Starting with the compression knob, it's just a single knob that you can go from 0 to 100 pretty much. And what it basically does is just add an overall dynamic compression to your sound. And while it's not something that you can really dig into, I do really appreciate that they added it to this. It really does make a big difference in your sound, and I really appreciate that you're able to have onboard compression, so you don't have to have an extra pedal with you if you don't want one. Then going to your 6-band graphic EQ, I love this update. Instead of just having the standard bass, low mids, high mids, and treble, and then 2 push-in switches for where the low mids sit and where the high mids sit, you have full range and control over all of that. Flipping the amp around and looking at the back panel, this is where you can see the big additions. You have some of the things that you're familiar with, like your speak-on output where you can have a minimum of 2 ohms. Then you have your send and return for an effects loop, as well as your foot switch input, as well as a headphone out too. And right next to that, we have an 1/8" aux in. So basically you can plug in your phone, laptop, anything, and you can play along to it and just have your headphone out and just be jamming along. And the biggest and best feature right next to that, in my opinion, is the onboard cab sim, and I absolutely love this. You have the option to put 3 cab IRs of any kind that you want using Darkglass's suite, where they provided a ton of their own cabinets, but you can also import your own impulses as well to throw onto this bad boy, and I absolutely love that. So going through the DI output or the headphone output, you can have one of these 3 cab slots going through that, or you can just have the pre-EQ going too. And finally, next to that, you have your USB-C connection where you can hook up to your computer, and while running the Darkglass Suite application, this is where you can change your IRs, turn your compression off for all 3 channels, as well as any firmware updates. And to me, it's just crazy and so awesome that we live in an age where your amp can have a firmware update. That's just so cool. But overall with the Microtubes 500 V2, it's a knockout of the park for me. I absolutely love the first version, so all these extra features is just icing on the cake for me personally. I absolutely love the tones. You have that tried and true, just heavy sound no matter what. Then you have the build quality that is just fantastic. And then on top of that, you have all these extra features that are just beautiful. But let me know what you guys thought about the M500 V2 and what kind of cool features do you think will be added to amps over time? Because 10 years ago, there was nothing like this on the market. And so it's so exciting to see just everything push forward and have this just tech around it that is able to just go ahead and add more and more onto it. But thank y'all so much as always for watching, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for following me on social media, and for subscribing as well. And just in case you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that. What are you waiting for? You just gotta subscribe for all kinds of awesome bass content. Come on now. And also a humongous, ginormous thank you to these beautiful people right over here, my Patreon supporters. Mwah. Mwah. If you would like to be like one of these beautiful people right here and have your name included, as well as early access to videos, giveaways, and more, head over to my Patreon page. But y'all, thank you so much for watching as always, and no matter where in the world you are, stay safe, practice that bass, and I'll see y'all next time.